The house is a typical suburban home, neat, comfortable, but impersonal. Family photos line the walls. Marcus in a hard hat at a construction site, Chloe smiling at a company picnic, Ben at his high school graduation, Lily blowing out candles on her birthday cake. Marcus, 37, sits at the kitchen table, eating a bowl of cereal in silence. He's a big man, broad-shouldered, with a thick beard and calloused hands. He's wearing a flannel shirt and jeans. He looks like he could bench press a car. Chloe, 36, bustles around the kitchen, packing lunches for the kids. She's dressed in a sensible blazer and slacks, ready for her job at the real estate office. Chloe. Without looking up, Ben's got his college orientation today. You're going to drop him off, right? You promised. Marcus. Grunting.
Yeah, Chloe.
Impatient.
Yeah, what?
You didn't even look at me. Marcus looks up. His eyes are tired, distant. He's been looking like that a lot lately. Marcus.
Yeah.
I'll take him.
Chloe.
Sighs. Marcus, I need you to actually be present. It's been 3 years since we've had a real conversation. You come home, you eat, you watch TV, you go to bed. I feel like I'm married to a wall. Marcus. Quietly. I'm tired. Chloe. Her voice softening. I know you are. I'm tired too. But we can't keep going like this. Something has to change. Marcus says nothing. He just stares at his cereal bowl. Chloe watches him for a moment, then turns away, shaking her head. Marcus and Ben, 18, are in the car driving to the university. Ben is staring out the window, wearing headphones. Marcus glances at him, wanting to say something, but the words won't come. Marcus. Finally speaking. You excited? Ben takes off one headphone.
Ben. What?
Marcus.
College.
You excited?
Ben.
Shrugging. I guess. It's just school. Different school. Marcus. Awkwardly. You're gonna do great. You're smart. Like your mom.
Ben.
Quietly. Yeah. Silence again. Ben puts his headphone back on. Marcus grips the steering wheel tighter. He wants to say, I'm proud of you. I'm sorry I'm not better at this. I love you. But the words feel foreign, stuck in his throat. Scene 3.
Int.
Attic. Later that day, Marcus is home alone. Chloe is at work. Ben is at his orientation. Lily is at school. The house is quiet. He climbs up the pull-down stairs into the attic, looking for a box of old tools he promised to lend Derek. The attic is dusty, cluttered with the accumulation of years. He shuffles through boxes, looking for the tools. His hand brushes against a large, old-fashioned trunk in the corner. It's covered in a layer of dust.
He stops.
He remembers this trunk. It was his grandmother Evelyn's. She died when he was 16, and his mother, cold, practical, disapproving of Evelyn's bohemian lifestyle, had banished all of Evelyn's things to the attic. Marcus had always been curious about what was in the trunk, but his mother had forbidden him from opening it. That woman was a bad influence, she'd said. All that nonsense about fashion and art. It's not for us. Marcus kneels in front of the trunk. It's locked with a small, ornate padlock. He pulls at it, but it's sturdy. Marcus, 10, sits at his grandmother Evelyn's 60 kitchen table. The house is a riot of color, vibrant fabrics draped over furniture, mannequins dressed in elaborate costumes, the smell of lavender and old books. Evelyn is sewing, her nimble fingers working on a beautiful, flowing gown of deep purple silk. She looks up at Marcus and smiles. Evelyn, come here, my boy. I want to show you something. Marcus walks over, hesitant. He's a shy, sensitive boy who doesn't quite fit in with the other boys at school. His father is always telling him to man up and stop being so soft. Evelyn holds up the gown. It's stunning, a masterpiece of fabric and design. Evelyn, what do you think? Marcus, his eyes wide. It's beautiful. Evelyn, smiling. It is. I designed it for the lead actress in the community theater production of Midsummer Night's Dream. It's going to make her feel like a queen. Marcus reaches out a tentative hand and touches the fabric. It's so soft, so delicate. His heart aches with a longing he doesn't understand. Evelyn. Softly. You know, Marcus, there's no shame in appreciating beauty. In any form. Your father, he doesn't understand. He thinks the world is about being hard and strong. But there's strength in softness too. There's strength in knowing who you are, even when the world tells you to be something else. Marcus. Whispering. I don't know who I am. Evelyn. She cups his face in her hands. You will, my love. And when you do, I hope you have the courage to be it. Promise me you'll try. Marcus. Nodding. I promise. Marcus blinks, the memory fading. He looks at the locked trunk, a lump forming in his throat. He remembers his grandmother. He remembers the only person who ever made him feel like it was okay to be whatever he was. He tries to find the key, rummaging through boxes, but it's nowhere. He looks around the attic and finds something else, an old photograph album, tucked away in a corner. He opens it. It's filled with photos of his grandmother. Evelyn as a young woman, glamorous and bold, dressed in stunning outfits, a pantsuit with a feathered boa, a flowing gown, a chic cloche hat. She's always laughing, always alive, always herself. Marcus's eyes fall on a photo of Evelyn with Marcus as a baby. She's holding him, her face radiant with love. On the back, in her flowing handwriting, she's written, "My precious Marcus. You have the most beautiful heart. Never let anyone tell you who you're supposed to be. Be you. Always, Grandma." A tear escapes his eye. He wipes it away roughly, ashamed. The family is gathered for dinner. It's a tense affair. Chloe is trying to make conversation, but Marcus is withdrawn. Ben is glued to his phone. Lily is watching them all with sharp, observant eyes. Chloe. Ben, your college counselor called. She says you need to decide on your major by the end of the month.
Ben.
Without looking up, I'm thinking about art history. Marcus. His head snapping up. Art history? What are you going to do with that? You need a real career.
Ben.
Stung. It is a real career.
Chloe.
Marcus, let him decide. Marcus. I'm just saying. He needs something practical. Engineering. Business. Something he can build a life with.
Ben.
Standing up abruptly. You don't even know me. You've never known me. You just want me to be a copy of you. Ben storms out of the room. Chloe sighs, rubbing her temples. Lily watches her father, her expression unreadable. Lily. Quietly. Dad, are you okay? You seem sad. Marcus looks at his daughter, her soft, perceptive eyes, so much like Evelyn's. Marcus. His voice rough. I'm fine, Lily. Finish your dinner. Marcus stands in front of the mirror, staring at his reflection. He sees a man he barely recognizes, a tired, hollow-eyed stranger with a thick beard and a permanent scowl. He thinks about his grandmother's words, be you. But who is you? He doesn't know anymore. He spent his whole life being the man everyone expected him to be. The good husband, the provider, the tough guy, the real man. But inside, he feels like a fraud. He runs his hand along his jaw, feeling the rough stubble. He imagines what he would look like without it. He reaches for his razor, then stops, his hand trembling. What is he doing? He pulls his hand back, disgusted with himself. He splashes cold water on his face, trying to wash away the thoughts. Marcus can't sleep. He lies awake, staring at the ceiling. Chloe is asleep beside him, her back turned. He thinks about the trunk in the attic, about his grandmother's things, about the key he couldn't find. He gets out of bed, careful not to wake Chloe. He goes to his dresser and opens the bottom drawer, where he keeps old memorabilia. He digs through it looking for something. Anything. His hand closes on a small, velvet box. He opens it. Inside is a tiny, silver key on a delicate chain. He remembers. His grandmother gave this to him before she died. He was 16. He'd kept it hidden, not even knowing what it opened. His mother had never known. His heart pounds. This is the key to the trunk. Marcus climbs back up to the attic, carrying the key. His hands are shaking. He kneels in front of the trunk. He fits the key into the lock. It clicks open with a satisfying sound. He lifts the lid. Inside, wrapped in tissue paper, is a world of color and fabric and memory. The first thing he sees is the purple gown from his memory, the one Evelyn had been sewing when he was a boy. He lifts it out, holding it to his chest. The fabric is soft, almost alive in his hands. Underneath the gown are boxes of letters, tied with ribbon. More fabrics. A pair of delicate, satin gloves. A string of pearls. A beautifully embroidered shawl. And at the very bottom, a journal, leather-bound, worn, filled with Evelyn's elegant handwriting. Marcus opens the journal. The first page reads, Asterisk, to my beloved grandson Marcus. If you're reading this, it means you're finally ready to find yourself. I've always known you were different, my darling. And I've always known that difference was your greatest gift. Don't be afraid. The world is full of people who will try to make you small. But you're not small. You are magnificent. Start here. Love, Grandma. Asterisk. Marcus reads the journal, page by page. It's filled with Evelyn's thoughts, her philosophy on life, her secrets, her stories. She talks about dressing up as a way of becoming, a way of stepping into the truest version of yourself. He reads her words. Asterisk, clothing is not just fabric. It's identity. It's armor. When I put on a gown, I'm not hiding. I'm revealing. I'm giving the world permission to see the woman I really am. Asterisk. He reads another passage. Asterisk, I used to think I was alone. That what I felt was wrong. But then I met people like me and I realized this is a gift. This is who I am. And there is nothing wrong with that. Asterisk. He looks down at the purple gown in his lap. Then he looks at his own reflection in the dusty attic mirror, the big, broad-shouldered man in the flannel shirt. And for the first time, he wonders, what would happen if he let himself become who he's always secretly dreamed of being? Marcus doesn't know what comes over him, but he starts to undress. Slowly, methodically, he takes off his flannel shirt, his jeans, his boots. He stands in his boxers, a large, vulnerable man in a dusty attic. He picks up the purple gown. He holds it up to his body, feeling the fabric against his skin. It's so soft, so foreign. He slips it on. It's too small, his broad shoulders strain against the delicate seams, and the hem stops well above his ankles. But he doesn't care. He looks at his reflection. He looks ridiculous. A big, burly man in a too small gown. But for a moment, just a moment, he sees something else. He sees a person who is trying. A person who is asking himself the hard questions. He touches the fabric, his fingers trembling. A sob escapes his throat. Marcus. Whispering. Grandma, what do I do? He sinks to his knees, overcome with emotion. He's been holding this in his entire life, this secret longing. And now, in his grandmother's things, he's found permission to feel it. But what does he do with it? Marcus is at the kitchen table, having breakfast. He looks pale, distracted. Chloe notices.
Chloe.
Are you feeling okay? You look like you haven't slept. Marcus. Shaking his head. I'm fine.
Chloe.
You're not fine. You've been off for months. Years. Marcus, I'm worried about you. Marcus. I said I'm fine.
Chloe.
Her voice rising. No, you're not. You're never fine. You're never anything. You're just empty. I'm tired of living with a ghost. Marcus stands up, his chair scraping against the floor. Marcus. What do you want from me, Chloe?
Chloe.
I want you to talk to me. I want you to tell me what's going on inside your head. We've been married for 15 years, and I feel like I don't even know you. Marcus. His voice breaking. Maybe you don't. He leaves the room, leaving Chloe stunned and hurt. Marcus is at work, but he's distracted. He's operating a crane, but his mind is 1,000 miles away. His best friend, Derek, 40, approaches him. Derek. Hey, man. You look like shit. What's going on? Marcus. Shaking his head. Nothing. Derek. Bullshit. We've known each other for 20 years. You think I can't tell when something's eating you? Marcus says nothing. Derek studies him for a moment. Derek. Let me guess. Chloe's on your case again. She wants you to open up. She wants you to be more present. Marcus. Anguished. How do you do it, Derek? How do you just exist without feeling like you're faking it every second? Derek. Faking what? Marcus almost says it. The words are on the tip of his tongue. Asterisk, I think I might be a woman. I think I might have always wanted to be a woman. Asterisk, but he can't. He just can't. Marcus. Shaking his head. Never mind. Derek. His voice softening. Look, man. Whatever it is, you can tell me. I'm your best friend. I've got your back. Always. Marcus looks at Derek, his loud, obnoxious, stereotypically man's man best friend. He can't imagine what Derek would say if he knew the truth. Marcus. Forcing a smile. Thanks. Marcus is back in the attic, going through Evelyn's things again. He's wearing a pair of high-waisted trousers he found in the trunk, along with a silk blouse. He looks awkward, but determined. He's reading more of Evelyn's letters. She writes about her life, her loves, her struggles. She was married 3 times, but she never let any of her husbands define her. She lived life on her own terms. He comes across a photograph of Evelyn at a party, surrounded by glamorous women in beautiful dresses. In the photo, Evelyn is wearing a stunning, beaded flapper dress, her hair styled in a sleek bob, a cigarette holder in her hand. Marcus traces her face with his finger. She looks so happy, so free. Marcus. Whispering, I want to feel like that. Just once. He looks at the clothes in the trunk. There are dozens of beautiful pieces, dresses, skirts, blouses, hats, shoes. His grandmother's life in fabric. He picks up a pair of delicate heels. They're too small for his feet, but he holds them anyway. What would it feel like to dress up properly? To put on a beautiful dress, to style his hair, to wear makeup? What would it feel like to be seen as the person he's always dreamed of being? He looks at the mirror. He sees a man in high-waisted trousers and a silk blouse. And for the first time, he doesn't see something ridiculous. He sees something real. Marcus and Chloe are watching TV. The tension between them is palpable.
Chloe.
Without looking at him, Ben told me you're going to be late to his art exhibit tomorrow. Marcus. Stiffly. I have work.
Chloe.
You always have work. Marcus, he's leaving for college in 2 weeks. This is his first real exhibit. He wants you to be there. Marcus. His voice thick. I'll try.
Chloe.
That's what you always say. I'll try. But you never do. Marcus stands up, heading for the door.
Chloe.
Where are you going? Marcus.
Just need some air.
Marcus walks through the streets, his hands in his pockets. He's alone with his thoughts. He passes by a storefront. The sign reads, Velvet Underground, Vintage Clothing. He stops. The window is filled with beautiful, vintage dresses, displayed on mannequins. He stares at them, transfixed. A man from inside the store, Carl, 50s, a kindly, fashionably dressed gentleman, notices him and comes to the door.
Carl.
Smiling warmly. Can I help you, sir? We close in 10 minutes, but we're still open. Marcus backs away, flustered. Marcus.
No. I
was just looking.
Carl.
Noticing Marcus's eyes lingering on the dresses. They're beautiful, aren't they? I've spent the last 30 years collecting them. Each one has a story. Marcus hesitates. He should walk away. He should go back home and pretend none of this ever happened. But he can't. Marcus. His voice barely a whisper. My grandmother, she used to wear dresses like that.
Carl.
His expression softening. Is that right? She must have been a remarkable woman. Marcus. Quietly.
She was.
Carl studies Marcus for a moment. He's a perceptive man, and he senses something in Marcus's demeanor.
Carl.
Would you like to come in? You don't have to buy anything. We can just look. Marcus hesitates, then nods. Marcus steps inside the store. It's a world of color and texture, shelves of fabric, racks of dresses, mannequins in stunning outfits. The air smells of lavender and old paper. Carl watches Marcus as he moves through the store, his big hands hovering over the delicate fabrics. Carl. Softly. You know, I used to be a man just like you.
Big. Gruff.
convinced I had to be something I wasn't. Marcus turns to him, startled. Marcus, what do you mean?
Carl.
Smiling. I was in my 40s when I finally realized I'd been living a lie. I was married to a wonderful woman, had 3 kids, a successful career. But I wasn't happy, because I wasn't living as my true self. Marcus. His voice shaking. How did you know?
Carl.
I didn't. Not for a long time. But one day, I tried on a dress, just out of curiosity. And I looked in the mirror, and for the first time, I saw myself. The real me. Marcus feels a tear sliding down his cheek. He wipes it away quickly. Marcus. Ishing. What do I do?
Carl.
You take one step at a time. You give yourself permission to explore, to ask yourself the hard questions. And you remember that the person you're meant to be is already inside you.
You just have to let them out.
Carl hands Marcus a garment bag.
Carl.
This is a gift. A friend of mine made it years ago. It's too small for me now. I think it might be what you need to see. Marcus. I can't accept this.
Carl.
You can.
And you will.
When you're ready to take the first step, put this on. And look in the mirror. And ask yourself, who do you see? Marcus hesitates, then takes the garment bag. Marcus. Thank you. Carl. You're welcome. And Marcus? Be kind to yourself. This is a journey. It's not a race. Act 2, the unveiling. Marcus stands in the bathroom, the garment bag hanging on the door. He's been staring at it for an hour, unable to open it. Chloe is in the bedroom, reading. She looks up as he walks out of the bathroom.
Chloe.
What's that? Marcus. Stammering. Nothing. Just something I found.
Chloe.
Her eyes narrowing. Marcus, what's going on with you? You've been acting strange for weeks. Marcus. I don't know what you're talking about.
Chloe.
Standing up, her voice rising. Bullshit. You've been distant, distracted. You disappear for hours. You're hiding something. Marcus. Desperately. I'm not hiding anything.
Chloe.
Yes, you are. You've been hiding from me for years. I'm your wife, Marcus. I deserve to know what's going on in your head. Marcus. His voice breaking. You don't want to know.
Chloe.
That's not for you to decide. Marcus looks at her, his wife of 15 years, the mother of his children. He sees the frustration, the hurt, the love that's still there, buried under all the resentment. He wants to tell her. He wants to say, I think I might be a woman. I've always felt like there's a woman inside me, screaming to get out. But the words won't come. Marcus. Quietly. I'm trying, Chloe. I'm trying to figure things out. I just need space. Chloe. Sadly. You've always needed space. That's the problem. You've always needed more space than you've given me. She leaves the room. Marcus stands alone, the garment bag still in his hands. Marcus finally opens the garment bag. Inside is a stunning dress, midnight blue, with delicate lace at the collar and a flowing skirt. It's elegant, classic, and beautiful. He stares at it, his heart pounding. He doesn't know if he can do this. He doesn't know what he'll see when he looks in the mirror. But he has to try. He undresses, his hands trembling. He puts on the dress. It's too big in some places, too small in others, but it's close. It's right. He looks in the mirror. He sees a man in a dress. A big, burly, bearded man in a dress. He looks ridiculous. He looks like a joke. But then he looks closer. He looks past the beard, past the broad shoulders, past all the things that don't fit.
And he sees something else.
He sees a flicker of the person he's always dreamed of being. A person who is beautiful, delicate, soft, powerful. A person who is not afraid to be seen. Tears stream down his face. He's never felt so scared, so confused, so free. Marcus is back in the attic, but this time, he's wearing the dress. He's also wearing a pair of gloves and a string of pearls from his grandmother's trunk. He looks in the mirror. He looks like a man in a dress. But for the first time, he doesn't care. He opens Evelyn's journal again. He reads her words. The hardest thing I ever did was choose myself. But it was also the most important. He holds the journal to his chest. Marcus. Whispering.
Grandma.
I finally understand. I think. Suddenly, he hears a noise. A soft footstep on the attic stairs. He freezes. He turns. Lily is standing at the top of the stairs, staring at him with wide eyes. Lily. Dad? Marcus's face goes white. He tries to hide, but it's too late. Marcus. His voice shaking. Lily.
I
can explain. Lily. Her voice soft.
Dad.
It's okay. Marcus stares at her, completely at a loss. Marcus.
What?
Lily. She walks toward him. I'm not surprised. I mean, I didn't know. But I've always felt like you were holding something back. You always seemed so sad. Marcus. A sob escaping. Lily. Quietly. Dad. You look beautiful. Marcus breaks down. He sinks to his knees, sobbing. Lily kneels beside him, putting her arms around him. Lily. It's okay, Dad. It's okay. Marcus. Through tears. You can't tell your mother. Or Ben. Please. I don't know what I am. I'm so confused. Lily. I won't tell anyone. I promise. But Dad, you have to know it's okay. Whoever you are. I love you. We all love you. Marcus hugs his daughter, holding on to her like she's his lifeline. Marcus is sitting on the couch, staring into space. Chloe comes in, looking tired.
Chloe.
Marcus. We need to talk. Marcus. His voice hollow. Okay. Chloe. Sitting down next to him. I can't do this anymore. I can't live with a person who won't let me in. It's killing me. Marcus. Quietly. I know.
Chloe.
I think we need to separate. I need time to think. Time to figure out what I want. Marcus looks at her. This is the moment. He has to tell her. He has to take the leap. Marcus.
Chloe.
I have something to tell you.
Chloe. What?
Marcus takes a deep breath. He thinks about his grandmother. He thinks about Lily's words. He thinks about Carl. And he takes the plunge. Marcus. I've been hiding something from you. From everyone. My whole life.
Chloe.
Her voice tight.
What?
Marcus. His voice shaking. I've always felt like I should have been a woman. I feel like there's a woman inside me, and I've been suppressing her, denying her, for my entire life. Chloe stares at him, stunned into silence.
Chloe.
What are you saying? Marcus. I'm saying, I think I'm transgender. I think I might be a woman. The words hang in the air. Chloe's face is a mask of shock, confusion, and something else. Something Marcus can't quite identify.
Chloe.
Standing up, backing away. That's not possible. You're my husband. You're Ben and Lily's father. You're a man. Marcus. Pleading. I've been pretending my whole life, Chloe. I've been pretending for you, for the kids, for everyone. But I can't do it anymore. I can't.
Chloe.
Her voice rising. How long have you known? Marcus. I've always known. I just never let myself believe it. My grandmother, she knew.
She told me.
She told me I had to be true to myself. But I was too scared.
Chloe.
Your grandmother? That bohemian woman your mother always talked about? Marcus. Defensively. She was the only person who ever understood me. The only person who ever made me feel like I was okay. Chloe's face is pale. She's shaking.
Chloe.
I need to be alone. I can't process this right now. She leaves the room. Marcus is left alone, the weight of his confession pressing down on him. Marcus is looking at himself in the mirror. He's still wearing the dress. He thinks about how much he's lost tonight, his wife's trust, maybe his entire family. But he also feels something else. A lightness. A sense of relief. He's finally said the words out loud. He's finally admitted the truth. He strokes the fabric of the dress. Marcus. Whispering. I'm a woman. I'm a woman. I'm a woman. He says the words again and again, trying to believe them, trying to make them real. Marcus is in the kitchen, making coffee. Chloe comes in, looking like she hasn't slept.
Chloe.
Marcus. I've been thinking all night.
About what you said.
Marcus. His voice tentative.
And, Chloe.
I still love you. I'll always love you. You're the father of my children. But I don't know if I can be married to a woman. Marcus. Nodding sadly. I understand.
Chloe.
I need time.
Time to think.
Time to process. I'm going to stay with my sister for a while. Marcus. His voice breaking. What about the kids?
Chloe.
I'll talk to Ben. Lily already knows, apparently. I found out from her. Marcus looks at her, ashamed. Marcus.
I'm sorry.
I should have told her. I didn't know how to explain.
Chloe.
Her voice softens. I'm not angry, Marcus. I don't know what I am. But I need space. Okay? Marcus.
Nodding. Okay.
She leaves. Marcus stands alone in the kitchen. Marcus is in the store with Carl. He's been coming here more often looking for guidance, for community, for someone to talk to. Marcus. My wife left. I told her the truth, and she left.
Carl.
His voice gentle. I'm sorry. That's hard. Marcus. I don't blame her. I wouldn't want to be married to me either. I've been lying to her for 15 years.
Carl.
You were lying to yourself too. That's how it works. You can't tell someone else the truth until you've told it to yourself. Marcus. Pleading. How do you do it? How do you live as your true self?
Carl.
He smiles. One day at a time. One step at a time. And you surround yourself with people who see you. Who love you. Marcus. His voice anguished. What if there's no one?
Carl.
There's always someone. You just have to find them. Marcus is going through the rest of Evelyn's things. He finds a letter addressed to him. My dearest Marcus, if you're reading this, I've been gone for a long time. I hope you've found your way. I hope you've found the courage to be the person you were always meant to be. Asterisk, asterisk. I know what it's like to feel like you're living a lie. I know what it's like to be terrified of the truth. But I also know that the truth is the only thing that sets you free. Asterisk, asterisk. Don't let the world tell you who you are. You are the only one who gets to decide that. Asterisk, asterisk. With all my love, Grandma. Marcus holds the letter to his chest, sobbing. He feels his grandmother's presence, her love, her acceptance. Marcus. Whispering. I'll do it, Grandma. I'll be brave. I promise. Marcus is talking to Ben. It's the first time they've spoken since the revelation.